welcome to your Vedic Lunar for today, the 12th of October 2015. The moon today is in the middle portion of the sign of Libra as it makes its way through Chitra nakshatra as we are easing our way closer to the new moon, which will happen overnight at about 1 a.m. roughly UK time. If you're in the States, that's going to be a little early for you and will actually take place on the 12th. So the question for you today is, which is stronger inside of you? Your level of awareness, your willingness to listen to that level of awareness, or your impulse to fulfill a desire? Now, before you jump right out and say, well, I'm obviously aware enough to not just go on fulfilling a desire. Well, that's true. You obviously are, right? That actually is the case. But the question of whether you will do so or not, that's what we really have to take a look at. Because sometimes we hit that moment. And when we get in that moment, well, caution gets thrown to the wind because something seems too good to be true. But if something seems too good to be true, well, chances are it might be. Have you ever thought about that? You actually have the capacity today to make a very wise decision. Or you have the capacity to move on a whim and just hope that things are going to work out better, right? So one part of you feels that you can't resist a temptation that's in front of you today. To do so would be foolish. After all, you'd be ignoring a really wonderful opportunity, wouldn't you? Well, one part of you knows the answer to that, but the other part of you would like to forget that it does know the answer to that. And that's what the problem is. But just remember today that anything worth doing is worth doing well. A work of art takes awareness, input, and attention to detail within within these circumstances that you're working within what you're trying to create. So the best thing to do is not to go into something with closed eyes. If you do so, you're only going to be blindsided. If a hunch is telling you today that something is wrong for you, well, chances are it is. Chitra is a karma-driven nakshatra, and Chitra is associated with the bright star Spica. And one of the concepts of Chitra, when Chitra isn't functioning at its best capacity, or in a more negative polarity, I should say, is that things can seem tempting or alluring. But then one follows them and they don't turn out to be quite what one expected them to. Or usually, more is the case, is they don't tend to fit in with who one is or where one's ethics are, right? And you definitely don't want to forsake your efforts today for what you are perceiving to be an easy way to deal with the situation. Instead, you want to honor what you know is right rather than move on what you feel you, A, either don't have any choice but to move on, or B, on something that just seems like, well, I don't want to turn this down, okay? You might want to turn it down, give it some time, really pay attention to your awareness today. That's going to help you the most. The lunar tithi today is new moon Amavasya. And with this particular energy, well, that level of desire is very heightened. And the capacity to follow your inner guidance, well, that's somewhat of a low. And so part of you is with your pride wanting to just ignore that wisdom and jump on an opportunity. But the best thing to do would be not to do that today. The solar lunar yoga today is Vaidrati. Vaidrati means separator. Okay, so one angle of that is you need a level of detachment from what you're considering so that you can see it in its truth, so that you can see it as it is, right? Another angle on that is you need to let things potentially gather some energy before you actually do move on an opportunity. Let the results the details become a little bit clearer about what it actually is that you're looking at before you decide that it is something that you wish to pursue. If you could use a little bit of help with a tricky situation, I should mention that I do offer several different tiers of astrological service, all of which are available through my astrological services page. If you see the little eye in the upper right-hand corner of the video, if you click on that, it will open up a card. If you click on the card, that will take you to my astrological services page. That's going to do it for your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 12th of October, 2015. Until next time, please take the very best care of yourself.